In the heart of Italy, there are places that seem to exist as sources of inspiration. Places in which time passes to the rhythm of a nature that is so alive and present that to perceive its sound is like listening to music. Here dwell men who are accustomed to work and imagination, in towns like Mondaino, the place where this tale begins. He built himself a merry-go-round and traveled the world with it. A story that begins more than 100 years ago with Antonio Galanti, musician and ingenious carpenter, who built a merry-go-round and went on a journey until one day he saw an accordion and took it away with him. An encounter that changed the history of his family and his children that, because of the accordion, they too went on a journey. With cases full of accordions, as they arrived at the docks of New York, they hadn't the time to set them down that already customers ran to buy the accordions without even going to the stores. And people fell in love with the sound of this accordion and started asking where they could buy one. The first thing I remember about the Galantis is when they inaugurated the factory. They had fireworks, and it was the first time I ever saw them. Every department had its own specific job that had to be perfect. It started with the duovox, the two voices, electric and mechanical, and the bass is free. It was thus that Antonio's children, Domenico, Robusto, and Egidio, traveling between their world and the new world, raised with ingenuity and imagination that are properties of the accordion, fascinated New York and America, transforming a father's idea into the children's international success. The Galanti Brothers factory was built in 1929. Big, modern, capable of harmonically composing the superb capacity of its artisans with that idea of technological innovation that already leaned towards the search for the perfect sound. Since then, the music of Mondaino has never ceased and continues to be exported all over the world, because here there are the roots of that resounding passion that becomes everyday emotion and performance. After the production of the first electric instruments, it is Marcello Galanti who had the intuition which continues today at Viscount International, the refined artisan quality and highly specialized technological know-how of his closest collaborators bring him to establish, in 1969, a new reality dedicated to a fascinating instrument like the accordion, but decidedly more solemn and complex, the classic organ, an instrument capable of expressing every value of the Galanti world, the carpentry and excellence of craftsmanship, the deep ties with tradition, the technological research intended as that continual, virtuous, and organized journey devoted to reaching the state of the art. And naturally, our deeply rooted passion for music, which is the best guarantee for quality and the excessive care that is reserved for every aspect of every single component. The Viscount difference that musicians discover while playing our instruments is the result of many aspects. The first being that we know that we are different. Because of our history, for our idea of quality, for the attention towards the needs of those who make music, a complete and distinct vision, which we concede not only the resources, but also the time to enter fully into our products. And you can hear the difference. The entire Verse project, the brand that identifies our line of professional high-end audio systems, is a perfect example of the Viscount company vision. A blend of technology and passion, results of a team of audio and musical specialists among the best in the world in experience and competence. A group whose spirit is guided by the knowledge of having to offer the best to those who make music, and as such is the numerical elaboration of the DSP signal brought to the state-of-the-art, a technological proprietor for the perfect alignment of cones, the multi-band compressor in order to work on the most extreme dynamics, digital amplification that allows incredible levels of efficiency and lineage, the skilled carpentry on a level of both planning and construction. Verse is all of this, a reference point for the highest level of consumer in professional audio, the proudest factor for all of our specialists. In fact, whether speaking of audio systems or organs or digital pianos or any of our musical instruments, the most exclusive reason behind the Viscount difference is our mode of research. We can boast about our team of specialists, engineers in sound and informatics, many of whom are also musicians who work exclusively on research. From their work comes the newest DSP algorithms and all of our technological properties copyrighted. Like that of Physis, 10 years of research for a revolutionary technology that consents the authentic and original sound return of a reed organ through the physical and natural modeling of its sound and its architecture. A result, once again, state of the art. That brings us towards a new generation of musical instruments, destined to write new chapters in sound technology of the future. Because our job, our dream, has remained faithful to itself. And this continues to be the story of a group of people full of ingenuity and imagination who search for the perfect sound.